In just a little more than 2 years, St. Tammany Parish alone has seen 250 drug overdoses. Last week, Meg Ferris first told us about the counterfeit pills on the streets that are really the deadly and powerful opioid fentanyl. Now today, parish leaders announce a first step in combating the crisis and saving lives. Here's Meg's follow-up report.
It's a growing crisis across the country, hitting families in our own neighborhoods.
I lost my brother and my best friend because of one mistake he made. And I don't want to see anybody else lose their family member.
Megan Rogers Stark feels the pain as many North Shore families do. She lost her brother Jacob to an overdose. The pill sold on the streets as prescription Xanax was really the deadly opioid fentanyl. Today, St. Tammany Parish leaders gathered with a campaign to battle this other health crisis.
The opioid epidemic is real, and it's crippling to the families who face it every single day.
I lost my son 22 years ago in a drug-related incident. It put me on a mission. Went after some doctors with the opioid prescriptions.
St. Tammany Fire Stations and the Florida Parishes Services Authority have nearly 2,000 packages of the medication Narcan for you to pick up free. Narcan's the nasal spray that helps a person overdosing on opioids breathe again. Firefighters and sheriff's deputies use it often to save lives. Now family and friends can too.
It's male, female, all ages, all times of the day.
Probably the most concerning statistic of all is the percentage of fentanyl that we're seeing in these overdoses. And that percentage went from about 60% to 80%.
Free life-saving Narcan is step one. Coming next, treatment.
It's not just saving lives that's important. It's getting the addicts the attention, the resources to get them help, not just put them in jail.
For every one person that's an addict, it affects 12 people around them. We all know recovery's the answer.
So they'll never need Narcan again. From the North Shore, I'm Meg Ferris.
Narcan is easy to administer. It's just given by a spray in the nose, and it's important that the person suffering from the overdose be taken to the hospital immediately afterwards. We have locations for that free Narcan on our website if you want to find them.